Assalamualaikum and hi all. Let's continue on finding inverse matrix using ERO in example 10. So I'm going to use part C question to help you understand the ERO steps. Okay, find the inverse of matrix P by using ERO. So first thing that we need to do is always start with writing the augmented matrix. Okay. So I'm going to write 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, vertical line and our identity matrix. Okay, remember, our aim is to make the matrix P here to be the identity matrix so that the I on the right here will be changed into the inverse matrix along the process. Okay, so there are 6 steps. So for the first and the second step, step 1 and step 2, we are going to focus on the first column. Number 2 here will be changed into 1, and the entry of 1 and 2 here will be changed into 0. Okay, remember there are 3 operations that we can choose to make a change for this column. So either we interchange the rows, or we can also multiply the row with a constant, or we can add a multiple of other row with the row that we want to change. So for the first step, I'm going to use the first operation here, interchanging the rows. Since there is number 1 on row 2, meaning we can interchange row 1 with row 2. So I'm going to write the rows that we perform the operation using the black pen and blue pen for the rows that will be stay the same. Row 1 interchange with row 2. So 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. And the blue pen for the row that will be staying the same. Okay, so step 2, we want to make 2 on row 2 entry to become 0. So for this step, I'm going to use the third operation, adding a multiple of other row to the row that we want to change. Okay, since we want to make a change on row 2 and row 3, so row 2 star and row 3 star. So I'm going to write the row 2 first. So row 2 plus or minus with a multiple of other rows. Same goes to row 3. So row 3 plus or minus with the multiple of other row. Okay, so in this situation, the multiple of other row will be row 1, because that is the only row that we did not perform any operation on step 2. Okay, so what will be the constant? Okay, so since we have 2 here, so 2 minus 2 should be equals to 0. So that means row 1 here should be 2. Okay, so I'm going to multiply row 1 with 2. So 2 row 1, 2 row 1. And the operation will be row 2 minus 2 row 1, and same goes to row 3. So row 3 minus 2 row 1. So let me multiply all the entries of row 1 with 2 using my green pen. So 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 0. Okay, so now let me write row 1 first. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, now the new row 2 will be 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. And 0 minus 2 is negative 2. And lastly, 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay. Same goes to the third row. So 2 minus 2, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. 1 minus 2, negative 1. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 2, negative 2. 1 minus 0 is 1. So now step number 3. So let's move to the second column. Okay. So we want to make a change on the entry of 2, 2. Okay, so the leading diagonal there should be 1. So I'm going to use the second operation here, multiply with a constant. So since we know that negative 1 multiplied by a negative will be 1, so the operation for row 2 star will be negative of row 2. So let's write the row that will be staying the same. Now, negative of row 2, the result will be 0, 1, 1, negative 1, 2, 0. So step 4, we would like to make a change on row 1 and row 3. This row 3, the entry is already 0. So the only row that will be changed is row 1. So row 1 star will be equals to, so the entry is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, meaning row 1 minus with row 2. Okay, so row 1 will be 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus negative 1 is 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And 0 minus 0 is 0. For step number 5, we are going to focus on the third column. Okay, so the leading diagonal, the element of 3, 3 here should be 1. So using the same step of step 3, so row 3 star will be equals to negative of row 3. Okay, so let me write the answer next here. Okay, so 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, negative 1, 2, 0. So now negative of row 3, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, negative 1. Okay, now the final step is to make sure that the entry for row 1 and row 2 is 0. Since row 1 is already 0, meaning we just change the entries on row 2. So row 2 star will be equals to 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So row 2 minus with row 3. Okay, so copy the row that is not changed. Row 1 and row 3. Okay, now the final method, the final step. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Negative 1 minus 0 is negative 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. And lastly, 0 minus -1 will be 1. So since we already have the identity matrix on the left, meaning our steps are all done, and on the right here is actually our P inverse. So don't forget to write the final answer. So triple dot here, P inverse is equals to 1, -1, 0, -1, 0, 1, 0, 2, -1. Okay, so that's it for this video. So if you find it difficult to understand all the steps, you can repeat the video again. So that's it. See you on the final topic on the next video. Thank you and bye bye.